Hello everyone, how are you doing my dear students? I hope you all are keeping great. So NEET 2023 expected date is out. So we have approximately 6 months remaining for your NEET 2023 exam. But many of you are thinking that 6 months are not enough to crack NEET 2023 exam, so you might have to take a drop. But let me tell you my dear students, it is possible to crack NEET exam, NEET 2023 with these 6 months with few strategies and plans. So let's understand how can we do it. Let's understand this perfect strategy for your NEET 2023. So first of all, I have divided the chapters. So basically we have the syllabus for NEET exam, as you all know, is PCB, right? Physics, chemistry and biology. If you just see 2022, 16, 14, these are nothing but class 11th as well as class 12th number of chapters of NCERT. So biology we have 22 in 12th standard we have 16 chapters, and chemistry, physics the same way. So total chapters that we have to study for your NEET 2023 are 97. Yeah, it sounds literally huge, right? Like 97 chapters you have to study. But 97 chapters you have to study in 6 months. So let me just take this 97 minus 1 because I'm trying to divide it by 6. So 96 by 6 is going to be 16. Basically 16 plus 1 chapter you have to study for a month. Okay? So maybe you can study 16 chapters 5 months, and the 6th month you can study 16 plus 1. So that can be also done. Otherwise the first month you can finish off 17 chapters and the other 5 months you can study 16 chapters. So for a month you have to study 16 chapters. Now in a month we have 4 weeks. Yeah, definitely some month would be having 5 weeks. But let's just take that 1 month is having 4 weeks, right? I mean, not always 30 days, 1 week, 1 month would be having 31 and as such. So we will be having 4 weeks in a month. So 16 chapters, which means we can study 4 chapters in 1 week. 16 by 4 is 4. So 1 week would be having 7 days, and 7 days, if you consider, approximately 1 chapter you can study for maximum 2 days. So what we understand is, from now, if you start preparing for NEET exam, you would be having approximately 2 days to study 1 chapter. But I'm very sure that all of you would have completed your 11th standard syllabus quite well. At least you would have some idea. All you have to study right now is like 12th. Like maybe few chapters would be remaining to study. So keeping that in the sense, I can say that few times you can actually skip few chapters because it would be of 11th standard and you might be remembering few things, right? I know this sounds, for some it would be a little easy, for some it would be a little difficult. So 1 chapter you can study in 2 days. This is actually maximum, I can say minimum, right? Because 7 days we have in a week, but we have 4 chapters, right? So some day you might have to study 1 chapter in a day, right? So this is what is the chapter division, right? So for some of you, I'm literally making you to bit panic because the number of days that you have for NEET exam is not enough, right? Now you have to start a vigorous preparation because sometimes it's not really possible to study 1 chapter in 2 days. For some of you, if you are starting the chapter for the first time, right? So you have very limited number of days to prepare. So remember this thing that 1 chapter, 2 days, 1 chapter, 2 days. But how to study and when to study these chapters? So let me simplify for you. First of all, when you have to choose to study, it's not like you just have to, wake up midnight and study. No, that shouldn't be done, because you have precious 2 days to complete one chapter, right? And in this 2 days, you have to finish off one chapter at any cost, because we have seen the chapter division, right? So if you choose a wrong time to study, let's say if you start studying afternoon, 2 o'clock after having lunch, it's very bad time. So what you have to do is choose the slots like this: early morning, evening, and night till you sleep. Okay, so basically choose the early mornings, evening, night slots. And what you have to do during these afternoons, right? From 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock as such. So you have to solve PYQs during this time. You can give test series, mock test, and my dear biology students, you can literally practice few diagrams. You can understand the labelings, right? So these things can be done during the afternoon, during the sleepy time, right? Now, this is what we understood regarding when to study. Now, coming to how to study. Because first of all, you would be having this panic right now, just 6 months remaining, because the NEET exam date is being, announced, like expected date I can say, May and June. And now it's the December month that is running, right? So December, January, February, March, April, May, and June. Like January, I can say the last month, I can say that is the, during the month of June, like the 15 days, you can't start studying some new chapter. All you can do is practice the questions. So that 15, 16 days I'm living for practice according to maximum expected date that has been expected, right? So how to study the chapters right now, how to prepare well for your NEET exam, or how to start your NEET preparation now, that is with the help of Pomodoro technique. All of you know what is this study technique, what is this proven technique is about. That is, you study for 25 minutes, take a break of 5 minutes maximum, again study 25 minutes. So continue this for 4 sessions, and then take a quite a long break, and then further continue this. So this is basically to not to get bored and to gain concentration while studying. But I know some of you already commented in the video, one of the video of mine, that ma'am, if I just start studying, I can study for long hours. That's the great thing. But I am telling for the students who cannot sit for studying for long time. And then how you need to study. That is by sitting upright, which is very important. And things to keep while studying. Imagine you are sitting in your table and studying, or some of you have the habit of sitting in the bed as well and studying. So what is important is water bottle, because when you sit for studying, psychologically, you will start feeling thirsty, even if your body doesn't want. Sometimes you start feeling thirsty, right? Definitely avoid food while studying, right? Have plenty of water, no problem. And definitely notebook, pen you will keep to make notes, but notebook and pen I have kept here for different reason. So while you're studying, usually you will get the thoughts. Oh, I have a diagram to finish. I have to complete my record. I have this assignment. Oh, I have a friend's birthday tomorrow. So all this thought process comes and you start thinking. So whatever thought process that you get while you're studying, just write down in your notebook. Okay, with the help of pen. And after the studying hours, that is after you finish this cycle of the Pomodoro technique, that is after 4 sessions of the Pomodoro technique, which I have explained in one of the video. And when you have this free time, or when you take the break, then go through your notebook, which you might have written regarding your friend's birthday or completion of certain things that you need to do, so complete it during that time. So this is why you have to keep the notes, to just write whatever thought that you get while studying. Okay, so this is regarding how to study. And now coming to the very underrated, or I can say ignored topic, that is regarding the food. So let me tell you what exactly happens. So I used to literally skip the dinner, which is also bad. When I was studying, when I was in my student life, I used to skip the dinner, especially during the exam time. Okay, the reason being, if I have dinner, I used to feel full, I used to feel sleepy. That is obvious, because of the fullness, because of the serotonin and lot of hormones that is produced soon after the lunch or dinner makes you feel sleepy. That is obvious. So I'm not saying you have to skip the dinner or lunch, but while you take the dinner or lunch, make sure you don't have any heavy dinner or heavy lunch. Don't have, especially in the night time, don't have idli when it comes to South India. When it comes to North India, chole bhature, no. So avoid these heavy food which makes you feel sleepy. So have a very light food, both during the dinner as well as lunch time. And one more important thing, definitely you will get bored of studying in between of this 6 months. That is obvious. 6 months are literally, it's a huge number of days, right? Even though you have a huge number of chapters to cover, you have huge number of days to study as well. So there is chance of getting bored. And you end up going to a restaurant, a new restaurant especially, or a new place, or you want to try a new food with your friends or family as such. So you end up in going to a new place to have a new food. But if in case, if you catch any disease, usually there is high chance of falling ill during the examination time. So lot of people they give the reason of not able to get good rank or good score because of the health issue. So there is high chance of you falling ill during the exam time, and the reason shouldn't be the food that you have taken. So you shouldn't be committing a mistake even after knowing that there is chance of falling ill. So the reason of not able to crack NEET exam shouldn't be I got cholera, I got typhoid during my NEET preparation. No, that shouldn't be the reason. So this is why control yourself for 6 months. So once the exams are done, just do whatever you want. Okay, but yeah, definitely take care of yourself. So it's quite important not to try new food in the new place, or not to try anything new with the food. Just have the normal food that you're having. So this is what I wanted to tell you regarding the perfect study strategy. I can say 6-month strategy for your NEET 2023 preparation. And that's all for today. Let's meet in the coming video. Until then, bye.